Hi, I'm Coach Rob, and I wanted to discuss a subject known as dry heat versus moist heat, and which one is most effective for handling muscle spasms and pain. The one thing I want to start this video out by kind of declaring up front is there's an appropriate time to apply cold and a time to apply heat. So as you're watching this video, I'm going under the understanding that either your physician or your therapist has recommended that you go ahead and incorporate heat. Now the question comes to, is dry heat or moist heat the best way to go? First, let's talk about what the difference is. I know it sounds kind of obvious. Well, duh, isn't heat dry and moist heat moist? Yes, it is. But the difference is, what does it do to the body? And that's what I want you to understand. When your body senses heat, okay, like we're here in Orlando, Florida here, and it tends to be hot and humid, okay? If I'm just standing out in the sun, it doesn't take long before my body starts to try to get rid of my internal body heat as I absorb the sun, and I start to sweat. That's called the endothermic process. Well, why does that matter in this discussion? Because what you have to understand is the body, when it gets dry heat put on it, it just deems that as a dry desert heat, Florida heat with the heat and humidity. So all it does is it causes me to sweat. So my body immediately is going to face that heat, which is dry heat, and it's going to kind of meet in the middle with sweat. And all I'm going to do is kind of be in a battle with dry heat versus sweating, and not much happens. Okay. On the other side of the spectrum, we have what's called moist heat. Whether you take a washcloth and you get it moist and you put it in the microwave and heat it up, if you've got a hydroculator and you've got moist heat that way, okay? But here's the thing, when your body senses that there is moisture in the area, it will actually vasodilate and allow the moisture to permeate into the soft tissue. That's why you'll notice jacuzzi baths are so vitally productive. Okay, you're submerged in a body of water and it's extremely hot, causes vasodilation, because yes, your body senses that it's hot, but what's happening is the heat is permeating into the tissue. It's not combating against it. It actually, that's why when you get a jacuzzi, you just start to sweat so quickly, because the heat comes right in. When you're using dry heat, you just sweat in that immediate area. Okay, kind of walk that through the process completely. Okay, when you have the opportunity to hit dry heat or moist heat, always go for the moist heat, especially if you're dealing with soft tissue. If you've gotten to a point in your therapy side where heat is imperative for the recovery process, look to some form of moist heat for best and maximum results in the shortest amount of time. Okay, we have a separate video on contrast therapy using cold and heat. In regards to how long to use the hot and the cold, that's in a separate video altogether. But if you have any questions about this video, please email me. My email address is robb, R-O-B-B, the number 3 @earthlink.net. And I want to thank you for watching the video.